I'm ready.
All right, we'll get started first with Pete Sweeney. Go ahead, Pete.
Hey, Chris, most of the talk surrounding you recently has been your move out to playing a little bit more along the edge. I was curious what your thoughts are on that, some of the challenges that go into it, and why that's so attractive to you.
I came in the league originally a DN. I was just unfortunately we had guys that excelled at that level when I came in as Justin Houston and D4. So I waited my time, and thank God, finally happened for me.
Let's go next to Matt Derrick. Go ahead, Matt.
And speaking of that, Chris, when it comes to playing from the edge, especially with you and Frank, I know both of you guys like to play on the right side if you can. How does that work out? How much of that is you two working it out? How much of that is just a game plan, Spags and Daly working with you and figuring that out? And what specifically do you think benefits this team having you two guys opposite each other rather than alongside each other on the line?
Most importantly, I think it can create advantages on this defense along the line of scrimmage. Maybe we found an offensive lineman that we like to match up with me and Frank, or interior guys, and we are able to exchange gaps now. We're able to play left and right. So it doesn't really matter to me about sides. Whatever Frank's comfortable with, I don't mind rushing left, right. I'll stand up and rush from the middle as a linebacker if I have to. So I'm just excited to learn this position, learn the drops, cover 3, cover 2 drops, man drops. So, I'm still learning and progressing well.
Let's go next to Sarin Petro. Go ahead, Sarin.
Chris, you talked a little bit about some of the techniques right there, but just the difference maybe overall. I know you're not in pads, but just what you're going to have to do differently to play DN versus inside where there's a lot more traffic.
Mainly for me, it's been lining up at a tight 5 rather than a loose 5. I've been really tight. It kind of reminds me of a 3 tech. So I got to get that adjusted, and I think I'm transitioning well. It takes a little time, but I think it's been very productive during OTAs and veteran minicamp, and we're going to try to transition to training camp and continue to improve.
Let's go next to Adam Teicher. Go ahead, Adam.
Hey, Chris, just wanted to know why you feel like you'll be a more productive player on the edge as opposed to one of those interior positions.
Well, me personally, I feel like I can be productive inside, outside, just wherever the team puts me. I think there's more advantages on the outside because of the fact of you can't really double team. You can chip, but you're not really getting as many double teams as a 3 tech would in this defense. So I'm excited about that.
Let's go next to Harold Kuntz. Go ahead, Harold.
Question about 2 players, Jaron Reed, the addition of him, how you feel that you guys are working out on the defensive line with him in the mix, and then also what do you see out of the rookie Josh Kando?
Josh Kando reminds me a lot of Tano Capaccio. He's very long, very, very good athletic ability. He's versatile. I think that's a guy that in the future will be able to move around along this line. Once he gets his fundamentals down, he's a very good listener. He's a student of the game. Jaron Reed, been merely impressed with Jaron Reed, man. His work ethic is he got a really, really good work ethic. Ask a lot of questions, and I'm honored to work alongside a guy like Jaron Reed. With him being in the midst, I think it not only can help improve this line, but help improve this defense.
Got time for a couple more. We'll go Nate and then Haley. Go ahead, Nate.
Hey, Chris, since we know this has been something that you've wanted for a long time, do you want a ratio that's 50-50 inside, outside, or is it just dependent upon the matchups and, like you said, how you and Frank are sort of working this thing out?
I haven't really thought that far into depth about it. I've just been trying to learn the schemes of the defense and the new adjustments I got to make. But for me personally, I just think that, whatever Spags think is best for this defense, I know him and Brandon Daly will put a game plan together week by week, and some weeks it may be heavy outside or heavy inside. So whatever game plan they have for me, I'm bought in to execute that, and I'm comfortable with it.
And we'll go last to Haley Lewis. Go ahead, Haley.
Hey, Chris, we just talked with Tyreek, who said he's right on board with Patrick Mahomes going for that 20-0 season. So wanted to ask you, are you buying into that as well? And has that been the mentality so far in minicamp?
Yeah, you got to set the bar high. You got to set the bar high, especially ending the season like we did. So, it's not just Pat and Tyreek. I think we're all bought into it, but, it's just focused on getting 1% better every day. We come in, we get 1% better every day, and transitioning to training camp, and we take it to the first game of the season, and we're going to take it 1 week at a time, and then we'll see how it goes.
Chris, we appreciate your time. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, guys.